discussing about this bit of a conversation with Gemini on Monorepo. So I'm creating a personal assistant or a chatbot, simple chatbot, but I'm planning to make it a personal assistant. So I'm going to use like the front end, the back end, and there is the AI model. So there are three like mini project inside the app. And if we talk about microservices, then there are like minimum of three services, right? The front end, the back end, and the models. Yeah. So I'm going to use like Python for AI, like the back end is just for the front end. Okay, so I'm asking Gemini what's the benefits from Monorepo of this stack, and yeah, it's give me the structure. Okay, basically, it have the apps and the front end, back end, and services, the ML, machine learning service, and the packages, components, shortly Python, and etc. Okay. And there is a tool. Okay, I'm not sure because I never really created because when I do programming, it's like it's microservices, right? What is both the front end, back end, and same place. In the era of microservices, then we separate the front and the back end. Okay, and there are tools apparently for it. From what I see, I've read it before, so from what I see, I think this is more like a tool to like make a build. Okay, like when you on Next.js, you can compile it into a static version, so you can build it. So these tools help. You can run like the command. It will then build. Okay, you can ask it to build everything, or you can ask it to like build only the stuff. So with AI. Guys, this like this example is single, so I did ask them to give me some examples. So it's not like become like a theoretical thing, and there's no like really imagine what it looks like when you're motion on it. Okay, it also said managing dependencies. So yes, if we have three languages, there are dependencies, right? Next.js or Node.js have a lot of dependencies installed, so we should keep it separate. This is like the advice. Okay. So basically, the advice says to keep it in the folders by npm in one folder, dependency for any one folder, in the Python folders. So there are like three separate folders for each language. Okay. Okay, there's also notes here. I mean, advice about shared packages, but again, I'm not really familiar, so for now, I'll make a note of it. So basically, this is like that's why they have the folder to create the shared libraries. Okay, so basically, I think it's like you build the library and put it in that folder, and you use the Monorepo tool to automate this. Okay, all that stuff. TCD, that's pretty basic. Like I said, when we build it, will handle automatically. It's a CLI formatter, so just make sure that the standards stay the same. All three languages, like it's not so you will have the same standards across all three languages. So if you use camel case, then use camel case on all three, mix them up. So what else? Yeah. So again, this is for me. I'm a solo developer, a single developer. So it's not for teams. I think for teams there might be other advantages, but in this case I didn't ask it to explain to me. And this is basically the deep research from Gemini. It's the same from. Okay, and it gives me the research. Okay, and the results. And if we open it, it's a lot of. It's pretty good. Actually, there are a lot of good information in here, like challenges and tooling. Structure is more detailed here. Call it apps, services, and packages, tools, and docs. It's like it's more detailed. So I won't go too deep into this one because that goes deeper into the pattern structure. It's AI, you have structure inside for it. So I'm not go too deep here. So I'll just start with the projects. So just go long as I move forward. Okay, now next is okay. Okay, so after that, I asked it to compare the Polyrepo. Okay, so let's see. Okay, here we go. Now, what is a separate repo? One front end, one back end, one AI model, the benefits and transform repo. So, the Polyrepo, there are like the repositories. So, the mini projects inside the apps have their own repositories. And in this case, the GitHub repo, or GitHub if you're doing it locally or posting it on your server. So this is where I ask it Monorepo versus Polyrepo. Okay. Now, yeah, the Polyrepo it promotes team independence. So usually in a big company. The front end have its own team, back end have its own team. The AI have, or the machine learning team have their own team. So there are three separate teams. So working on one Monorepo, I did work on the Monorepo in a company, and one disadvantages is when it's that big, when the apps that big, when you are a new developer coming in, so you're actually you're new to the project. When you check out the repository, it's very big. You have to wait, like sometimes it takes 1 hour just to get the first initial code. So it's one of the disadvantages. But here we talked about how the Polyrepo is in this case. It says yes, smaller, more repositories, and only the front end, back end, yeah, okay. And it's simpler, of course, because you have only one thing to worry about. Yeah, but this is the trade-off compared to Monorepo. So code sharing and duplication. Yes, there are going to be duplication, especially when you build an artifact from your code. Like you have to link it to the front end, to the back end, and vice versa, and it will be like a bit difficult. And if you change, like I think they call it the commonly called the contract. Okay, the front end, back end have the API connected with each other, and this is JSON file. And JSON file structure should be defined in the beginning and should not be changed. Because if you change, then you have to change like a lot of things on front and back end. So it's with me to be code sharing, duplication, and filtering. Okay, because like here you change an API schema, like you add a new, or you modify variables that you are going to pause the payload, then you have to both front and back front and back end. And that means testing it will be also a bit difficult because you have to test front end. The front end may work, but when they communicate, the JSON file structure may change, the API schema may change, and you need to test it really well. Okay. Yeah, that's what it says here. Yeah. Again, this is where I asked it. I mean, we can use the API schema, right? If you change the front end, first we'll notify the backend, and if it's the update, right? When we send the the payload, it will automatically be rejected, right? So I have to keep in mind that I'm a developer, I'm just me as a developer, so I don't think that is going to be an issue here. Yeah, again, this yeah, it says about the pay first approach in Polyrepo, benefit of the Polyrepo, right? Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing with the teams. Okay, when you do Polyrepo versus Monorepo, so there's not much change here. Model coordination, code duplication, I see that, and versioning overhead. Yeah. So if I do the Polyrepo, right, model coordination is an issue, but because I'm a single developer, so there's no issue. That's my point of view. Duplication is what I thought initially, because like Next.js is structured. Golang have its own structure, and have their own like code, right? So what code duplication means here, because so I understand, right? Especially overhead. I don't really think there will be some like shared libraries. I don't really see that. Okay, issue. I give me examples because I like Polyrepo because it's smaller, it's more agile. Now it explains here. Okay, the code duplication here does not mean the code itself, but like the data validation schemes, the data structures that could be used. Okay, so into the schema here for the front end, back end, so the communication is smooth. Okay. This is repo and repo you validation logic in this case, like the validation function. JSON schema is only one. Repo JSON schema is one, and all three languages reference is one file. Okay. So in Polyrepo, this file has to be duplicated, right? Repo for front end, repo for back end, and repo for the AI. That's like if you in this case, it says if you text minimum packet length from that to 8, you update the JSON schema. Okay, yes. In another point, you only update once. But in Polyrepo, you have to update on the front end, back end, and the AI. If you forget, then your apps will break. That's it. Now, versioning overhead. Okay. Yeah, it gets front end back end communication. This is a little what I said earlier. I mean, we can structure, basically structures front end, you have to also tell the back end, and the back end have to change it also. Okay, so this is what it means. So this is like the advice, like the Monorepo tool can automate this. Now again, I say I'm still not convinced. Okay, and I asked it if the code generator in Monorepo that generates valid function or the types that it says up JSON schema is like Babel, and it says no, it's not Babel. It is transpile JavaScript code into compatible JavaScript or Babel style thing. It again explain. Okay, so rule duplication. Duplication is in yeah, data model definition and logic. So the user, like it, the user, you define user in the front end, user in the back end, and user in the right. In Monorepo, user is on the box, like I said earlier, and the build tool, okay, will automatically handle this to generate the code. So it's very interesting. I have not tried this. I haven't got this far yet, and it's say based on not Babel, so I missed it because yeah, I think too much in Java. Okay. Yeah, this one I think is the same thing. I think pretty much. So this is an issue of data structure. Okay, so yeah, I don't really see the NPM. Maybe for a big team, maybe, but for single data, I don't think that would be an issue. Yeah. Specifically with the container. Okay. Yes, so again, it gives me the same example here, like the structure. Yeah, it's pretty much repetition, so I'm not going to go too far. Yeah. Yeah, let's skip that one. Okay. So yeah, I think it's a bit biased because it's like pushing me the person asked the question to go for Monorepo. So I said to give me some example of a code benefit of Monorepo. Yes, city has faster Git operation, clear boundaries, and you can do independent release and rollback. So yeah, because it's in their own repo. If something is wrong, like you want to check the front end, okay, you don't need to check the other one because they are not built. Okay, so Polyrepo prioritize isolation autonomy, Monorepo prioritize collaboration and code sharing. Okay. Yeah, that's why I chose a no for kill for now. Now the next question I ask is, which one is easier, right? If I start with Polyrepo, then I choose Monorepo. Is it easier to do that, or if it's easier if I do Monorepo then I change to Polyrepo? Okay. Now it says Monorepo to Polyrepo is easier. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. Starting from single source of truth. Yes. Git have tools, okay, like Git fit repo, okay, so explanatory to be fine. Okay, so repo the primary thing here is the history. Okay, you will lose history when you move from Monorepo to Polyrepo. From Polyrepo to Monorepo. You will lose the history. This is the main key takeaways I see from here. Okay. But But other than that, I think there are tools to do that, and it's just a matter of yeah. Now, I asked if against the backend, like if I'm going to task, so it's like I change the language. Which one's better, Monorepo or Polyrepo? Okay, so here's what it says. A Monorepo, okay, with build like based on patterns. And the language, Golang, okay. Monorepo have commits and infrastructure. Okay, now the Polyrepo. Again, it's simple. Like you just create a new repo, right? That's it. There is nothing else. Okay. Uh, and it's very clear. The repo is easier. Okay. The repo tools that can help live just to is here. Then again, I don't know because I haven't like created it from scratch and grow it big. Okay. So, yeah, from experience, because like I'm an old programmer, so it's like I like it the same repo, right? Uh, yeah, and my key pain point here is that if the project is very big, then it could be a pain to download the code. Like, let's say I change I open, I have to download the whole thing. It's gonna not big. Okay. So it is giving solution like you can do partial clone or shell clone, like you can check out the whole thing. Then there's about tooling and all that stuff. Uh, there's apps and packages and services. I want to start with like to make it more clear, like from Nmax, you can go by Python. Maybe I make EE Rust, like backend Rust. Can I do that? And is it easier later to change it? So it says it's okay to start. Okay, so this is I can handle condition manually, right? So that's one of the benefits. So it's like I can think in terms of Polyrepo, okay, and still have the same structure in the Monorepo. Once I learn more, I may use what they propose, like the apps, the services, and the shared packages. And that's it. I think that's we reached the end. So that's the Polyrepo and Monorepo. I started with the Monorepo, then I said about the benefit and trade-off and stuff. So this is an experiment from me. So I don't know. Maybe I hope you find it useful. So I guess that's it. Thank you very much.